Hi guys, I'm Sarah Beth, and here are 3 yoga poses for lower back pain. The first pose is a forward fold. This pose can increase the flexibility in your hamstrings and the muscles along your back. It can be very relieving to your lower back when done properly. Here, I'm showing 2 different variations, forward fold on the main screen and a ragdoll variation on the small screen. No matter what your fold is, even if you're seated, some modifications I would recommend if you have lower back pain is to separate your feet hip distance or wider. Give a generous bend to your knees to fold deeper from your hips so you don't strain your back. And this will allow you to get the most out of your fold, lengthening all the right muscles. Even without lower back pain, I recommend keeping a little bend in your knees for control. Anytime you're in a fold, keep these tips in mind. The second pose is a bridge pose to strengthen and stabilize the muscles in your back, core, glutes, and legs. To start, make sure your feet are hip distance apart, knees bent, feet flat on the mat, so your legs are parallel coming out of your hip sockets. Pull your feet in close so your fingertips can barely touch your heels. Then anchor your weight down evenly through your feet and toes. Tilt your tailbone up to the ceiling to lengthen your lower back, and with that engagement, slowly lift your hips off the mat. As you do so, your spine will peel up and your weight will transfer into your shoulders. Just make sure that your knees are tracking forward, no wobbling. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds at the top, maintaining good form, a calm face, and a smooth, controlled breath. When you lower, do it with just as much mindfulness and give yourself a few breaths at the bottom to settle into your natural curves. The third pose is a supine figure 4. In this posture, you can release tension from your hips and glutes, and most importantly, the piriformis. This variation of half pigeon is done on your back. If you're starting with your right side, you place your right ankle on your left thigh just below your knee. Do your best to stack joint on top of joint, and the sole of your right foot would be in line with the outside edge of your left thigh. To protect your right knee from torque, make sure that your right ankle and your right toes are flexing back towards the knee joint. And if your right knee is caving in, you can use your right hand to press it open. As you get more flexible, you may choose to go deeper by threading your hands through your legs to interlace your fingers underneath your left thigh or shin. But only hold this deeper variation if you can relax both your shoulders and hips back down to the mat. Otherwise, be patient, take your time, and you can hold this pose anywhere from 30 seconds to a few minutes. Just make sure you release gently and hold the other side with a similar variation for the same amount of time. One thing to keep in mind is that if one side is much more flexible than the other, first of all, that's more normal than you think. Second, make sure that you don't baby your inflexible side and then push your more flexible side. This will only further your imbalance. Instead, treat both sides the same, which means you may only go as far as your inflexible side, even on your more flexible side. Trust that you'll balance out over time. So those are 3 postures for lower back pain. They've been very helpful in my own experience, and I hope that they help you too. I've got a few more videos for back health, back pain, sciatica, and scoliosis in my Yoga for Back Health playlist. Subscribe to my channel for new uploads every Friday, and like, comment, and share if you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.